Going viral on TikTok. There's a pattern, and it points straight back to two women from the 1800s who fundamentally disagreed about how desire works. Jane Austen and Charlotte Bronte. They never met. They shared a literary ancestor almost nobody remembers, and they ended up on opposite sides of a question we're still trying to answer. Does wanting someone mean burning quietly or burning loud? We're going to start with the woman who started the whole feud. And okay, feud is a bit of dramatizing for the sake of the video. We'll get to that. Her name is Ann Radcliffe, and once you know her, Austen and Bronte click into focus. The Woman and the Terror. In 1794, Radcliffe published The Mysteries of Udolpho, a young orphan imprisoned in a crumbling Italian castle. It sold out instantly. She was paid £500, when most novelists were lucky to see £10.
And tomorrow we go and visit another, Mrs. Radcliffe. She keeps herself to herself, almost a recluse, but I know her husband, through the law.
Who? The authoress, Mrs. Radcliffe.
As writing is her profession.
Oh, what?
£500, Uncle, for the last novel, Mysteries of Udolpho, and £800, I believe, for her next.
Italian.
Above £1,000? The times.
She was the highest paid, best-selling, most imitated novelist in England. To put that in perspective, imagine waking up 200 years from now and nobody remembers J.K. Rowling. That's what happened to Radcliffe. Before her, Gothic fiction was a boys' club. Horace Walpole had invented the genre with a book where giant helmets fall from the sky and heroines faint and scream. That was the whole job description. Radcliffe changed what the genre could do. Her heroines think, they observe, and the terror isn't supernatural. It's the slow realization that the man controlling your inheritance also controls whether you eat. That the law doesn't see you as a person. That the castle you can't escape is, when you really look, your own society. Then she vanished. 5 novels in 7 years, and she walked away from public life at 33. Just stopped. But 2 of the greatest writers in English read her first, and she split them into opposing camps. Austen loved her. Most people think Northanger Abbey is Austen mocking Radcliffe. Catherine Morland reads too much Udolpho and starts imagining murders in every country house. Ha ha, silly girl. Scholars have studied this for decades, and most have come to the opposite conclusion. Austen knew far too much about Gothic fiction to be dismissing it. Catherine rattles off titles by writers so obscure that researchers assumed Austen invented them, until their actual books turned up a century later. That's not the work of someone looking down at the genre. That's the work of someone who loves it. And here's the detail that seals it. Austen makes Henry Tilney, one of the coolest, most charming heroes in her entire universe, a genuine Gothic fan. He says he's read all of Radcliffe's work, that he tore through Udolpho in 2 days with his hair standing on end. Austen is telling you which side to be on through the people she makes you love and the ones she makes you fear. Then there's the washing bill. Catherine rummages through an old trunk, expecting a terrifying Gothic manuscript, some dark secret of the Abbey, and finds a laundry list. Pure comedy, classic deflation. But sit with the joke. That washing bill is the real document of Catherine's future. The domestic sphere, the household economy, the quiet cage Radcliffe's heroines were always trying to escape. The Gothic horror didn't vanish. It just got repackaged as normal life. Austen didn't reject Radcliffe. She domesticated her. Same argument about who gets power and why, run through the drawing room instead of the dungeon. Now it gets interesting. Charlotte Bronte was born in 1816. Austen died in 1817, 1 year apart, never to overlap. But Charlotte eventually read her, and the reaction was, well, I'll let you judge it yourself. In 1848, a critic told Charlotte to tone down Jane Eyre and write more like Austen. She read Pride and Prejudice and fired back. An accurate daguerreotype of a commonplace face, a carefully fenced, highly cultivated garden, but no open country, no fresh air, no blue hill. A daguerreotype was an early photograph. She was calling Austen technically flawless and spiritually dead. A photo of something boring. Ouch. By 1850, she did not hold back. The passions are perfectly unknown to her. And then the line that's echoed for 2 centuries, that what throbs fast and full, though hidden, what the blood rushes through, the unseen seat of life itself, Austen simply ignores. Double ouch. She wasn't alone. Mark Twain, across the Atlantic, put it less delicately. Every time he read Pride and Prejudice, he wanted to dig Austen up and beat her over the skull with her own shin bone. He said any library was a good one as long as it held no Austen. Charming, Mr. Twain. Same complaint twice. Austen writes the surface and ignores what burns underneath. And I think they both read it wrong. Austen's entire project is suppressed passion, desire forced through the filter of manners, class, and money before it's allowed to surface. Elizabeth Bennet is burning, she just burns quietly. Charlotte and Twain couldn't see it because they wanted the fire to be loud. Here's why this isn't really a feud, though. Both women loved Radcliffe. Both took her Gothic material. They just aimed it in opposite directions. Austen turned the horror quiet, domestic, devastating. Charlotte turned the volume all the way up. Thornfield Hall is Udolpho with no safety net of irony. The madwoman in the attic is the terror that Austen's Catherine only imagined. 200 years later, the screen industry decided to adapt all of them at once. It feels like someone scheduled a rematch. Emerald Fennell's Wuthering Heights landed on Valentine's Day 2026. Critics split down the middle, bold or gorgeous but hollow. Then on February 24th, within hours, Netflix teased a 6-part Pride and Prejudice for fall 2026, and Deadline announced a new Jane Eyre series. That Jane Eyre is the one to watch. It's from Working Title, the studio behind the 2005 Pride and Prejudice, and a new Sense and Sensibility this October, with Amy Lou Wood as Jane and a script by a Succession writer, which tells you exactly where it's headed. Jane Eyre gets adapted about once a decade, and we're overdue. 2027 is the 181st anniversary. The fact that it was announced the same day as the Austen series, like the two of them are still competing from the other side of the grave. So why are 19th century love stories suddenly everywhere? The answer is almost anthropological. Gen Z grew up inside a system built to make romance frictionless. Swipe, match, meet, repeat. The assumption was that removing every obstacle would make connection better, the same logic the whole consumer economy runs on. And it turns out you can smooth out everything about human connection except the part that matters. You can't automate vulnerability. You can't optimize trust. And this isn't just about romance. I saw a great video by Sierra LeDuc, genuinely worth your time, go watch it, that connected something I hadn't put together. After years of optimizing everything for low effort and frictionless convenience, the struggle is quietly coming back into fashion. You see it in work, in how people talk about craft, in the backlash against the superficial and the disposable. People are tired of easy, and that exhaustion shows up nowhere more clearly than in how we date, which is exactly why the yearning is coming back. A Kinsey Institute study found Gen Z re-romanticizing slower, more intentional relationships, not from nostalgia, but from exhaustion. Burned out on ghosting, on detachment, on treating vulnerability as weakness. One report put it in a single word: this generation is yearning. And what Austen and the Brontes wrote about, the ache of wanting someone you can't easily have, desire that has to fight through class and money and pride to mean anything, that friction is precisely what the algorithms deleted. It's exactly what this generation is reaching back for, because it turns out the struggle is where the meaning lives.
Catherine. Heathcliff.
Austen and Charlotte were both writing about how women survive a world not built for them. By observing and outmaneuvering it, Austen said. By refusing to be tamed, Charlotte answered. And Radcliffe, the ghost who started the whole argument, survived by disappearing. In 1848, Charlotte wrote, "Why do you like Miss Austen so very much? I am puzzled on that point." 200 years later, we're still answering. And this year, we're answering in adaptations. So I want to hear from you. Do you buy it? Is 2026 really the year of yearning? Please subscribe for more Austen content. Thank you for watching.